Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. Once again, Kenyatta and I are sitting there jabbering in the green room here, just having a great old time, getting into a conversation. And welcome to the Pirate Broadcast. Love to have you here, and love Kenyatta Turner. Thank you so much for being here, Kenyatta.
Hey, thanks for having me, Russ. This is fun. I forgot. We're like, oh wait, we're supposed to be on the camera.
Well, I hope your moderator accepted your post too.
I know. I was like, what's up with that? I'm trying to do all the things and be like, oh, okay, so we're live now. I should share this to here and help spread the good word. So
share the love out there, folks. Share the love. If you're listening to this in the future, live, anytime at all, it'd be really nice to be able to have you send this over to someone that needs to hear it, because this episode is absolutely going to positively bring some gold to your life. I promise. We'll drop some nuggets of knowledge, some information, and share something that you need to hear today. So there you go.
Yeah.
Sending out the intent, Kenyatta.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Oh my gosh, Russ. How have you been? I've been great. How have you been?
Well, first off, I want to say happy anniversary. 7 years.
Oh, yes. 7 years on this entrepreneurial journey.
Happy anniversary.
Yes. It's wild. It's wild to think that it's been that long because it went so fast.
We just lost your audio.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
No, it sounds like you went to a different speaker.
What? I don't like that. I don't know what just happened. Well, but can you hear? I'm going to switch to see what happened. Is this better?
That's better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. The technology things. So yes, it's just interesting to think that when I took this leap, jumped off the cliff and sprouted wings, I like to say, 7 years ago, knowing in my heart and my soul full well that, this would be my next phase of my life. I would be a business owner and an entrepreneur and living my life in that way. There was no doubt. There was fear, but there was no doubt, meaning I knew what I was supposed to do. I just didn't know how. So looking back now going, wow, you really didn't know how, did you? Because there's been so many different things, up till now. But then it's like, I shouldn't be surprised because I set my intention, right? But then it's still surprising because it's like, yeah, I'm doing this thing. And I forget, sometimes I say to someone, oh, I'm working on building a bit. They're like, no, you have a business. No, you are a business owner. I'm like, yeah, but I feel like I'm still kind of building, so, but
that's
I'm doing
the whole
things,
point.
Yeah. So I started LegalShield 7 years ago. That was my first, I thought it was my vehicle, Russ. I thought it was the vehicle to build my freedom empire. And I realized that, it's not just the vehicle, it's a wheel on my vehiel. And I feel like I have an 18-wheeler. So that's what's
I love that analogy. So, here's the secret though. Doing and learning, it's a process. It's an ongoing process. It's never ending. It's a journey. And the thing that, it's like, set your intent. I am a writer. I am a creator. I am a business owner. I am an entrepreneur. Own it and set the intention, even if you have, because nobody has all of the answers. Just let's clear that off the table.
Yes, right.
Nobody has all the answers.
Nobody.
All the gurus in the world do not have all the answers.
No,
so
they do not.
They have pieces of the puzzle along the way. And I encourage you to talk to other people. And, just like we were talking before, I have a mastermind going on right now. You happy to join in Dub, and how I use Dub to build relationships and make connections and put things out there. So, and you use Dub as well. You were in a mastermind as well. So
I was, yes. And I learned so much from you, Russ. And I'm probably be coming back again because I still need to continue to learn because you're great with creating those systems and things like that. And that's what I need. But Dub's a pretty cool platform and I don't use it enough. I know I don't. And they're coming out with all kinds of new features and everything, but it's a cool way to kind of set up, send videos, but then have them be on your own little page with call to action buttons and everything and calendars embedded and all the things. So it's pretty cool. And you're like the master of how to use that. So I need to hang on to you.
Well, you're welcome to join again. So I'll share more knowledge. I just want to remind everyone, and I can shout this out to the world because you are so incredible. You have such great energy. And if you're not connected to Kenyatta, connect with Kenyatta. She's an awesome individual.
Thank you.
She's always dropping knowledge bombs, and she's got programs out there. So you have some programs going on right now, Kenyatta. Why don't you share what you're doing, what you're bringing you joy today?
Of course. Yeah. Always got something going on. Wow. So first, of course, I am so into behavior and the behavioral science. I absolutely am floored daily with what I learn and experience through our behavioral superpower universe that we're building with my company, Freedom Empire Consulting, with DreamSmart Academy, my partners. And every day I'm blown away by a conversation I have with someone as they gain self-awareness at a level that they've never done before. And the eyes opening about, wow, this is not only who I am, but this is why I am. And becoming what I call behaviorally and unapologetically you. Because when you have knowledge of that and you realize you don't have to try to change and apologize for things that are just so innately you, then you can just grow in that and unleash that, I call it. And that's what I know I've done since I've learned I'm an outgoing, fast-paced influencer. That's my style. And some people say, oh, well, what about, the labels? You're putting labels on this. And I'm like, whatever, you accept the label or not. I know what I am and who I am. And I am outgoing and I'm very fast-paced. And I am an influencer, not in the realm of social media influence. For those of you who are like, oh, she's social media influencer. This was around way before social media was, right? And my mother's an influencer too. And it's like, it really is just a very interesting thing. So we are doing a lot of amazing things. And I have programs that help people identify what their behavioral superpowers are, decode that behavior, and then optimize their performance based on the knowledge of it, and then enhance relationships. And I do that in masterminds, one-on-one coaching, enterprise solutions. We do it with children, teens, young adults. We're actually starting a charter school. I'm so excited here in Mesa. It'll be called DreamSmart Life Prep Academy. And it's a behaviorally based school where all the students who come in will know what their behavioral superpowers are, as well as all the students and faculty or the staff and everything. And we'll be able to really customize a student's learning experience based on how they're behaviorally wired, not based on what we think they need to know and how they need to learn it. So teaching social emotional learning and life skills and behavioral awareness, financial awareness, things like that, all behaviorally. So that's all so exciting. And I love every single day the people we get to connect with and the lives that we change based on this. And we're certifying behavioral superpowers coaches. Yeah, that was always part of the goal. And we're doing it now. We're in our second cohort. We have 8 people who are being certified to be behavioral superpowers coaches in the methodology that we teach and that we train. So we're just scratching the scratch of the surface. We need more people out there to really be sharing this in their coaching practices, because it's the first step, of really getting to know someone if you're going to help them.
You should probably know somebody that is like a community builder or something like that.
Right? Like John's community builder extraordinaire, spontaneous, creative community builder at that, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yeah.
So you guys know Rush, he is a community builder through and through, a heart of gold, bringing people together, making sure everyone's taken care of, getting consensus, and super kind and loving. And that is a community builder. But those spontaneous and creative trait, like, that's why you're so cool too, to hang out with. That's why you need systems.
Yeah.
That's spontaneity to keep you on track. I'm the
Keep
same
me on
way.
track. Squirrel. I got another. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. In our class just yesterday, we were talking about the structure trait. That's where that falls in. Spontaneity on one side, planned on the other side. And you are high on the spontaneous side, as am I. And we were talking about how we envy people who have that strong plan trait, this natural within them, because they just naturally create structure in their sleep. People like you and I, we have to be methodical about that. Like sit down and go, okay, let's focus on this.
Well, the only reason I can build systems is because I've been doing it. I've been forced to do it over years of practice.
And that's exactly what it is. You've trained yourself because you need to, as well. So you're aware of that. And some people literally just they're wired to do it, and that's just all they want. They can't not do it, basically. They get uncomfortable when it's not.
That goes back to the teams. I've talked a lot in the last couple of weeks about building teams and delegating responsibility that you don't enjoy doing.
Yes.
And it's important for us to really be able to shine in our ideal situation, stay in our lane. Yeah. If you can actually delegate things that you don't enjoy so you can stay in your lane.
That's the thing you don't enjoy and you're not good at,
Yeah. It's like, I suck at this. Yeah. I don't want to do it. Please, somebody come and help me.
Yes, that's what I'm learning to work with a team right now. And that's a very new thing for me, learning to delegate and be structured enough so that I'm effective to help the team that's trying to help me. Right. Yeah. When I don't do the same thing twice the same way, and they're like, where's your SOP? I'm like, SO what? I don't know. That's what you're for. Help me.
Yeah. Do you have a mop? I don't know.
Right.
All these things.
Yeah. But there's something else I have to share with you too that's so exciting. So in my mind, Freedom Empire is the name of my business, and it is truly a Freedom Empire is a mindset. It could be a place, but it's also really a mindset. It's the idea that you get to build your Freedom Empire, be the emperor or empress of your world, like what you want to create for your family, your business, your legacy, whatever that is. Okay. That's the Freedom Empire. And there's many facets. There's many foundations to that, and you have to work on different ones at different times. There's no balance. There's only intentional imbalance, because you can't do everything at once. But part of it and a journey that I've been on really excited about is a health related journey, specifically to my physical health, in order to let my body catch up with or keep up with my mind. That's really what I got to the point of. I realized my mind was running so fast. My body's like, wait, what's going on? I need, I'm trying to hang out with you, but my mind's like, come on, keep up. So I needed to figure out, what I really needed to do in the realm of taking care of my physical self in order to have it support what's going on up here. Really, right. That's really what it came down to.
It's the alignment thing coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been an amazing, really about 6 months of a lot of different things that I've been learning. And I feel just better than I felt in a really long time. I love it. But so that being said, I am, and Rush, you know this, but I don't know if you've been catching up on what's been going on lately, but I'm the host of a radio show.
Yes, you are.
Like a real live radio show.
Saturdays at what time?
11 a.m. on Money Radio, 1510, 105.3 FM.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
It's so much fun. And you can also listen on moneyradio.com. It's streamed live. So, as soon, if you go to moneyradio.com right now, something's on the radio. So you can listen to it. They record it. We'll have the podcast like all set up to where you can listen to the recordings. But we've had 4 episodes so far. And it's radio's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. But we talk about health, wellness, all things natural, mindset, spirituality. This weekend is the topic is detoxing your mind. Last weekend, it was detoxing your body. This weekend is detoxing your mind. And we have guests on the show. Ia Afo will be a guest. I have co-hosts that are natural pharmacists that come in, and we have 2 of them that come in and kind of switch. Topics are always different every week. We have guests every week. We have retailer spotlights, natural store retailer spotlights, naturopathic minute, vitamin magic, all these different things. And what's so exciting? I'm not the expert. Hello, I am not the expert, but
You
I'm
could just be the
learning
moderator.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like taking notes going, oh, I should take those vitamins. Vitamin A, really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. Or you can get mushrooms in, little powder tablets of all the good mushrooms and all the nutrients that you need. Cause I don't eat mushrooms. I think they're disgusting, but I learned, well, you can get them in a little pill and I can take them and still get the value. And I'm like, oh, okay. So
I could take my mushrooms another way.
So I am on this learning journey. I had been already, and then I got asked to do this radio show. It's called The Natural Grocer, by the way. I don't know if I've said that. It's called The Natural Grocer.
Yeah.
And this show was around originally in 1992. And the executive producer and the founder, was really famous back then in Florida and all over the place. And then even here in Arizona. And he brought the show back and asked me to be the host of the show. So that's how I got involved in that. So that's another thing that I'm doing. So if you hear me talk about The Natural Grocer, and it's fun stuff.
Yeah, I actually was aware of that before you started. So
yeah, because you might be helping us out with some things.
Well, and I did some research, and for those that are online and doing something, just a question to the group here, just to the community is, would you like the opportunity to call in and ask questions? Chat's great. And I know I've figured out how I can actually allow, without hardware, I can actually have people call in and ask questions. So I was thinking about doing a specific show for that. And I just,
cool.
It's one of the things that you're talking about. The ideas I have far exceed my ability to do them. Like the clock keeps ticking and I still have things on my to-do list when my to-done list should be done
should be done. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And the call-in thing is really cool because I mean we have call-ins and we actually even did like a couple giveaways, right? So we'll ask a question, people call in, we gave away some stuff, and we'll continue to do that. So I think it's a cool thing, and I think people, I don't know, I think it's interesting because I don't know, I guess I can't say this. I know people are used to calling into radio shows because that's the way it's always been. But then now the way people conceive or consume information is so different now that, are they used to calling in? Maybe that's a new thing, the ability, because they're not used to being given the opportunity.
It's probably generational.
And it's probably generational. Yep.
Yeah, because the people that were listening to AM radio are not necessarily the people that are on TikTok.
True. And even if it is on, because we're on 105.3 FM as well, but even still, you and I know about calling into radio shows.
Right. Well, I used to host a radio show in Houston.
Yeah. So and that's the thing.
That's the thing. So, well, congratulations on that. That's fantastic. I love the idea that you're doing that because you're perfect at it. You're perfect to be able to bring in the conversation, drive the the pace and the way it's being presented. It's fantastic. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a few people in here.
Hey people.
Elise,
hi.
In from South Africa.
Wow,
it's crazy. Howard Kaufman, our friend here in
Scottsdale.
Howard, how you doing? Luis over in LA.
Hey, Luis
from LA. Stay safe. Is it hot, Luis?
Hey.
Russ Hedge in from Oregon.
Russ week. I was on Russ's show yesterday, but he wasn't there.
Two awesome people this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russ and Kenyatta.
Yeah, D. Scott and Raquel hosting.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Russ.
Very cool. Hyatt Ives is here.
Hi,
Good
Hyatt.
morning, Hyatt, in from Houston. Martin. Hey, all.
Martin.
What's happening?
What's
happening? Representing Nairobi, Kenya. So there's a
here to claim Kenyatta
Turner. Yes.
Nice, awesome. Martin.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I received that.
Yeah, they call me that call-in idea is brilliant. Okay. All right. I'll have to check that out. I will put that number on speed dial.
Hey. Luis is like, I got something to say.
Jimmy Jam. James,
hey, Jimmy Jam.
What's going on from Seattle? How hot is it in Seattle today?
Oh my gosh, what's going on in that part of the world?
Yeah, no kidding. Kenyatta, happy to provide products for an upcoming giveaway to
Howard.
Fantastic. Love that idea.
Yes.
Yes.
Howard, we need to talk. We need to talk for sure.
Because he has
DM.
Oral, ORL.
Right there. Yes.
It's a fantastic product. I use it every day.
Howard, send me a DM, please. I definitely want to talk to you for sure.
See, this is the kind of community we have. We have such a loving community, and a lot of people, Kenyatta, we've worked hard to, help and support the community. And that's what freedom is about for me.
Yes.
I mean, it's adding, if you want to see success in your life, you add more value to more people more often.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
It's just as simple as that. We are, I feel morally obligated to do what I can to not only live my most amazing and glorious life, but to help others do the same thing. So
Absolutely.
that is what it's about, for sure. And I can't help it, and being connected with cool people like you, because Russ, you're amazing. We met. So those of you who don't know, me and Russ met at a LinkedIn local many moons ago. Many moons ago, right? And just became great friends. We both live here in Arizona. We've stayed connected and done some projects together. We'll continue to do projects together, like LinkedIn local pop-up with Art Jones, and just keeping that going and just continue to bring people together. I mean, you're the community builder. That's what you do anyway. And I just show up and run my mouth. That's what I do.
Well, you are an instigator of sorts, so you have been known to organize a few things here and there.
I can be.
So I really, one of the things that I love about the community and broadcasting and live streaming and is the ability to share valuable information with a lot of people and continue to share. And it's not necessarily me. Sharing my information as much as it is being able to highlight people like yourself, because it's really what we can do together, and it's one of the things I like to say, a thought that I had processed a year, I don't know how long ago, but it's amplify the we. It's not about me. It's about what we can do together.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of amplifying the we. And, coming together and making sure that we can actually help each other and support each other. So,
right.
And I also I do another show on Tuesday as well. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m. I'm doing a show. And then I just got accepted onto Amazon Live, which is the influencer program over there. So I'm going to be doing some more shows over on Amazon. And I would love the opportunity to, have conversations over there and on different platforms for different people in different communities. And I'd love to invite you, Kenyatta, as well.
Hey, I accept the invitation. I'll show up wherever, and I want to help amplify those messages as well. Now, here's the thing. I just found out really about Amazon Live yesterday. So that's interesting. You're saying that today. D. Scott was like, oh, I'm on Amazon Live. And he's like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I went and I looked at it, and then I didn't even realize that I was following Junaid Ahmed is on Amazon Live as well, because it showed up. It's like, you're already following. I'm like, how am I following him? I must have clicked something that he maybe sent. I didn't even understand what it was. So I was like, ooh, another little live platform. Yeah. Very interesting. So
I got to get Junaid back on, because he's creating a course, another course as well to help people out on their studio. And
he's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a great individual to follow and connect with as well.
Absolutely. And so congratulations on your Amazon Live and your other show. Where is the other show at?
It's on Winject Studios, winject.com. WINJECT.com.
Okay.
And it's Chris Ross. It's the UK. He's got Jess Lee from the Jess Lee Show. She's doing a Netflix series on, and there's Jason and Zach and a couple of other people. It's a community of podcasters and broadcasters, live streamers.
Okay.
So
very cool.
It's once again, community.
Yeah.
And it's out there putting together some things that to support podcasters that are coming up that want to be able to increase their visibility and their authority in the market. And
I love it.
we're out there to help people out. So
with more stuff for me to check out.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So Martin says, what does Martin say? 2020 and on now, we really emphasize the importance of building a sense of community. So kudos, Russ Jones.
Absolutely, Martin.
Thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. Gratitude for you being here. I really, so what's on the horizon? What's next? You're building a school. You got the Freedom Empire 18-wheeler coming down the road. You got a couple of, how many wheels you got on now?
Yes. Co-founder of the school, radio show host, coach, trainer. I love the certification classes. I'm really excited about that. I have several speaking engagements coming up, several summits I'll be a part of, the Success Fest 21, Empowerment Summit, which is a global. So I think there's 200 speakers already on actually both of those summits.
Wow.
Huge. I mean, I have like a list. I'm like, what? Yeah. So I'm doing the thing, meaning I'm doing exactly what I want to do and what I'm built to do is what's happening. So I love it. If you're out there and you're looking for speakers on different things, I mean, I love speaking. I love training, coaching. So I have lots of opportunities to do that. Lots of stuff on the calendar. And again, working with a team to help me make sure that I get that information out there so people know about all these different events, whether you listen to me or not. There's this powerful information and people that are part of these communities that have just amazing information to share, to just help people. And I just love being a part of anything like that. So lots of opportunities coming up for speaking engagements. And my next program that stay tuned for in July, it's time again for my quadratic communication course. So I will be talking about that, where we teach people their behavioral communication style and which of the quadratic quadrants they fall into. Either it's goal setting, lifestyle, stability, or information. Because again, we talk about knowing our audience, but you can know them by looking at them or looking at demographic information, or you could understand them behaviorally and be able to communicate them really on that level. So it's time for me to launch that course again. So you'll hear me talking about that. If anyone wants any information, let me know.
Yeah. Well, tag me and I'll share it.
Absolutely.
Martin says, you were stalking without realizing it. Maybe there should be another option to going the same direction rather than following.
Ooh, who are we stalking? Oh, was he talking? Maybe Junaid? He's talking about maybe Junaid.
Yeah. I don't know. There's lots. It's interesting that you bring up a great point, Martin, and maybe you could talk about it, Kenyatta, because on like LinkedIn, you can set your profile to following because I'm a creator, and so I think my profile is set to following because after 30,000, you can't add any more people. I'm not at 30,000 yet. And I could set my thing to follow. And just like following on LinkedIn Live, you don't necessarily have the interaction that you have on other platforms. So, it goes to you're sharing information rather than communicating all the time. So it's interesting thought, Martin.
Yeah.
I like it.
And speaking of the following on LinkedIn, I haven't turned on that creator mode yet. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
I've been listening to people talk about it, and I hear a lot of, what someone said the other day? They said it was like a lunch bag. I don't know, just the idea that when you open up your lunch bag, you're all excited. You're like, ooh, what do I have for lunch? And you open it up and you're like, meh.
Was that the comment, brown bag in it?
Yeah, something about brown bag, lunch bag, something like that about it. And I was like, well, okay, this is interesting, so I haven't switched it over yet, and I will, but it's not priority, to kind of try it out to see if that works or whatever. I mean, I'm experimenting. I don't care. I'll throw the spaghetti on the wall, see what happens. And so I'm interested to see, what.
Did you know that you could put a 30-second intro into your profile now?
Oh, I just saw that on accident. I clicked on someone. I was like, what just happened? Little moving picture. I was like, oh, wait a minute, So I'm like, I need to do a little video on there on the little profile. So I haven't done that yet either. All the things. There's always something coming up. Just to keep you I haven't even done an Instagram reel yet.
Have I done an Instagram reel? Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, but I'm struggling with the idea of, okay, they went to IGTV, and this could be an entire show because it's like, how many places can I show up and provide enough value that and I can be consistent, So I'm doing the pirate broadcast. I'm doing the Winject Studios. I'm working on Amazon Live, and I just crossed over 90 episodes of my music, my track a day platform. So
dang, 90
tracks. Yeah. So for any of those that don't know this process, I've been, since my birthday, I've been getting back into my music and creating a track a day on my iPad using iPad apps and some of the creative process that goes along with that, and creating a track a day for 90 days, last 90 days. And just a little experiment on my own. And I've been putting it out there as a podcast. So it's on all the platforms.
Oh,
it's actually on Audible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Audible. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take, after, I don't know, a couple of hundred tracks, I'll break it down and put albums together that then I can put it on Apple and iTunes and everything else. And
I gotta catch up, man. I gotta see what you're doing. I see the little thing post up. I'm like, great, I haven't even clicked that yet. I gotta listen to that. And then again, Russ, all the things. You're just doing all the things.
All the things. Squirrel.
When you go in, I
need to work with the Kenyatta to get my behaving.
Seriously, right? We need to do some behavior modification over here. But here's the thing. I tell people all the time, look, you are who you are. That's it. Okay. This is your baseline. Yeah. But then just be aware of the kryptonite that comes with the superpower. Because when when your power is overplayed, it becomes a struggle. And a struggle unmanaged becomes a weakness. So the whole point is just to try to avoid that power you have causing weaknesses for you, and that's really all it is, where it derails your productivity and affects relationships and things like that, but moving that power, you are the creative, spontaneous community builder. Like, that's what you should be doing. But when it's affecting other things because of that squirrel, then that's where it's like, all right, we need to reel it in.
We're going to talk about that. In fact, what I'll do is I'll invite you to the Winject Studio community, and we'll talk about that subject specifically, and we'll set up a time for that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I would love to dive deeper into that conversation. So, and here we are. Our time is up, Kenyatta. Bummer. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. Thank Martin says, he says some of the social media use options are bewildering. Absolutely. We'll reach out and connect. Kenyatta Turner, interested in behavioral communications idea.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Can I tell them where to go to?
Absolutely. Please tell them.
So I have a cool little, behavioral self-awareness and personal development checklist. It's a freebie. So if you go to freedomempireconsulting.com/freebie, FREEBIE. So freedomempireconsulting.com/freebie. And you can get a little checklist, and you'll get on my list, you'll get some information, but you'll be able to go through to start doing some things to evaluate your own level of behavioral self-awareness. And we can definitely start there. So just go check that out. Check out the checklist.
And as always, Kenyatta, I love hanging out with you and having great conversations. Thanks. And I just love the fact that we were able to connect today. And hopefully, everybody's going to have a safe and happy 4th of July. I'm back tomorrow. Don't miss the show. As always, it's interesting.
Yes.
Because kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And you enjoy the day.
Russ, thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Love you. Take care.
You too.
Thank you for joining the Pirate Broadcast. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and share it across your social media channels. I would love the opportunity to help others grow in their business. The Pirate Syndicate is a platform where you show up, we produce the show. It's that easy. If you want to be seen, be heard, and be talked about, join the Pirate Syndicate today.